Hey guys, Colorado Dave here. It's a sad day in my Chris Reeve world. As you guys know from the couple videos I've put out, that I am a new fanboy and bought my first Sebenza, which is this large Sebenza right here, back in January, and was stoked to get it because it's the first time I'd ever put one in my hand. Loved it immediately, fell in love with it, made it my main carry, shared some videos with you guys about it, did run into some issues with it, had to send it into the shop, and it was just the tolerances were too tight. The blade, if I screwed the pivot down all the way, the blade wouldn't come out without being crazy tight. So there was an issue with it between that and the stop pin coming loose and unscrewed on its own. But anyway, I have a video on it if you want to look it up at some point, talking about my large Sebenza 31 with inlays going in the shop. But things happen, that's okay. I've been very positive about it, which you'll see in my videos, and I'm trusting Chris Reeves to get it right, Chris Reeve Knives to get it right, and I had talked to their customer service, sent it in. I did pay for the shipping when I sent it out with insurance, etc. Still have not gotten the knife back. So in that breath, what you're looking at here, which we will look at here in a minute, is basically an empty box. And I'm purposely showing this to you because today is not a good video. Today I am extremely frustrated with Chris Reeve. I'm not gonna lie. Not happy at all. That's what I have. That's what's inside my large Sebenza 31 inlay box. Okay? This is what I have, and this is what I've had for, I don't know, about 4 weeks now, since I sent the knife in. So I'm not happy because I don't have the knife. And it's a $550 knife that took a lot for me to get, and I was super excited about. Only to find out, did have some defects that needed to be fixed. Again, that's fine. Things happen. They say they're handling it. I'm trusting it's going to come back. It's going to be just fine. I'm still trusting the process. Please hear that. I'm just really frustrated today because I just got an email I'm going to share with you guys that did not put me in a good mood in reference to Chris Reeve Knives. And that is in reference to this knife, which I will put this off to the side for the moment. That's the large one. You understand that that went off about 3 to 4 weeks ago, and I still don't have it, and I do have an issue with it, but we will put that off to the side for the moment. I guess we can show that a little bit like that. Let's talk about my small Sebenza. I ordered this knowing this was going to go into the shop. I would have this to play with and break in and get excited about and have my honeymoon with. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger, and I bought this one from Knives Ship Free. It was exactly what I was looking for. Was shocked to get it. Was super excited to put a video out there because nobody had one, because I was the first guy on the block to get it, and that is the Small Sebenza 31 with the black Micarta Inlays, double lugged, but more importantly, if you look very closely, that is an S45VN. So that is the CPM S45VN blade, which is the new blade steel that they're putting on the Sebenzas. This is one of the very first ones that went to market, as I understand it, that had the new steel on it. So of course I was excited to get it. I was stoked. So I pulled the trigger, paid for overnight shipping. I was staying in a hotel at the time in Chicago area. Paid for overnight shipping so I could get it before I left town because I knew I wanted it. I didn't want to lose the chance on getting it, etc. So that cost me extra, which again, that's fine, because I really wanted the knife. Wanted to get it in hand as quickly as I could. Got the knife, as you can see, CPM S45VN, and this is the Small Sebenza 31, so it's exactly like it's supposed to be with the black Micarta Inlays, and we'll see what's in this box. That's my shipping info. We'll get that out of the way. This is just your standard paperwork. We won't look at that, no reason to. What do I got there? I'm missing my knife there too, and my cloth. All I have is my tools and my lube and my blue, or I guess it's purple Loctite. So where did this knife go? All right, this knife showed up. I got a video on this as well. And immediately the action felt awesome. It was really, really smooth. And I was stoked because I'm like, wow, this is great. It's so smooth out of the box. It's great, dynamite, awesome. All of a sudden I pressed down on the blade and realized that the blade was loose. It had a lot of rock lock in it. I mean, like a lot, like a very, very much. And it even had a little bit of play side to side, not a lot, but a little bit of played side to side. It was centered for what that's worth. But again, just bought the knife. It's got lock in it. Not happy about it. The actual micarta inlays themselves were kind of funky the way the inlays were cut. I think I have a video showing them closer up, but the way the actual micarta was cut is different than any other inlays that I've seen of the new inlays that they put into the 31s, because I have seen a few of them. And I think it's just the way they cut the micarta, so it was a little bit screwed up, bottom line. So it wasn't perfect either. I can live with that. That honestly wasn't that big a deal. I can live with it. I'm bringing it up because it'll come up later in the letter. Anyway, so I ended up having to send this out. This got sent out, I don't know, about a week and a half ago. And the most important thing, obviously, is getting the rock lock fixed and the side-to-side play that is there. I did mention to them that the inlays might not be exactly perfect, if they would take a look at those as well. And then I asked them for a confirmation. I just want to confirm that it's S45VN steel on the blade, since I didn't see like a stamp on it, and I hadn't taken the knife apart yet, and I just wanted to confirm that it was S45VN like it said on the box. So anyway, they said, yep, we'll take care of all that, Mr. Payne, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Very nice customer service. I even talked to the guy in the service department that they transferred me to, and I said that, oh yeah, they're working on it today. You should be getting it back, soon, So anyway, very, very positive conversation. I'm drinking coffee, so bear with me, guys. It's first thing in the morning. I'm sending this out right away because I'm not happy. I'll be honest. I'm not happy at all about what's going on with this knife. I got a letter. I can't read it to you. I just realized that because I didn't print it off, and I actually have it on my phone, which is what I'm filming this on. So I'm going to kind of roughly tell you what the letter said. I may come back and do another video on this where I read it. But anyway, Chris Reeve Service Department got back to me this morning saying, oh, great news. Your knife is coming back soon. Something along those lines, okay? Your knife is coming back soon. We looked at the micarta inlays. They seem fine. They didn't mention anything about the rock lock whatsoever. And then they went on to state, oh, and in reference to your question about the S35VN versus the S45VN on the blade steel, we wanted to confirm that, yes, it is S35VN, not S45VN steel on the blade. We're sorry for any confusion, but the first batch that went out, some of them were mislabeled S35VN versus S45VN at the factory. So they're stating that they basically mislabeled some of the boxes that went out. So potentially, if you have one of the early versions of the CPM S45VN knife, you potentially don't have S45VN. This one is actually S35VN, even though the box says otherwise. Not just the box. Let's look at my birth card on this. Yeah, I'm upset. So if I'm doing this quickly and I'm coming off upset, I'm upset. Okay, if you look at this, it even states on the card, CPM S45VN, 60 to 62 Rockwell. So needless to say, they are stating that this knife is S45VN. They are sending me back notice from their factory saying, oh, sorry, we made a mistake. We mislabeled it when we sent it out. But we're sending it back to you as S35VN. We're not fixing it. We're not making it S45VN like it's supposed to be. We're sending it back as S35VN. So that's the letter I've gotten from them. I sent them a note back stating that, no, that is not okay with me. That's not what I ordered. It's not what I was supposed to have bought. and I need to know how to go about getting a full refund or having you put the right blade on there that is S45VN so that it's correct. And that's the note I sent back to them. Again, I'm just kind of roughly telling you what I said to them. I did not come off real mean to them. I didn't come off overly nice, but I didn't come off mean either. I just pretty much stated that, you know, no, this is not acceptable to me. This is not what I bought. This is not what I thought I bought. And it's not acceptable for me to get it back in a different steel than what it states on the box and on the card and on my paperwork. Do I go back to you or do I go back to the distributor to get my money back? Or are you going to fix it and put S45VN steel on there, which is totally fine, and I'll keep the knife, is basically what I stated. We'll see how they handle it. I just sent that out. I'm going to call them here. It's almost 9 o'clock a.m. their time. I'm in Mountain Time. They're in Mountain Time as well, I believe. So I will be calling them shortly, you know, after I know they open at 9 o'clock. And I'm hoping to talk to somebody and get some better answers. But I'm sending this out right away to you guys because I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all with the way that this is being handled or the fact that they have boxes out there that say S45VN steel on a blade, and it's actually S35VN blade on steel on the blade. And I'm being told I'm not the only one. And they're stating that in a letter they sent out to me. So you guys might want to take a look if you got an early version of what you really have. They are telling me there is a stamp if you take the knife apart, and the stamp is underneath the washer, and it should say whether it's S35VN or S45VN. I obviously don't even have a knife here to show you one to tell you, even though I bought 2 in the last 3 months. So, sorry, Chris Reeve Knives fans, excuse me, which I was becoming a crazy one. I was super excited. I was super stoked about the product and the company, and I got to be honest, this is an extreme, extreme letdown. And hopefully we can get this right. And I am more than happy to come back and tell you guys that, yeah, they got it right. And yeah, I got my knives right. And yeah, I'm happy as can be. I'm really hoping to come back to you and tell you that. But right now, I am not a happy camper. I am not happy with the way they're handling this situation with the letter they sent out stating that, oh, well, basically, we made a mistake and mislabeled it along with a bunch of other knives that got shipped out, and deal with it is kind of how I felt as the consumer. So needless to say, I told you I was going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Unfortunately, today I have to share the ugly. And that's it for now. Hopefully you guys are taking this for what it's worth and just protecting yourselves if you're buying one of these knives. Do your homework. Make sure you're getting what you're supposed to get. That's all I can say. That's enough for now. I will follow up as I learn more, guys. Thanks.